This is the pool that a second Trump administration will attract the best federal employees? Jeff Swensen. There are many reliable reports a second Trump administration will contain a federal public service system, reduce deep state resistance against authoritarian ambitions, or reduce deep state resistance, discharge swamp. We thought that we immediately thought 19th century threatened return, spoils system, which was 1883 Pendleton Public Service Reform Law. However, more we have information about Trump team's plans, more federal government seems to be insufficient and anachronist about what they want to do in staff. There was big party feet that were rewarded for voting. As Axios has reported, a survey used job applicants to vet lately under Trump management and distributed by Inheritance Foundation and other is a much more discriminatory approach to second-term appointment expectations. The 2020 research survey, which we obtained from a Trump management graduate, was used in the last days of ministration. Most moderate and moderate figures were fired or left, and the loyalists were used. Which part of the candidate Trump's campaign message addressed you the most and why? Define your political evolution briefly. Which thinkers, writers, books or political leaders impressed you and took you to your existing beliefs? Which political commentator, thinker or politician reflects your views best? Have you ever come out to comment on the other staff or policies of Trump, President Trump or Trump administration in the media? The ability database collected by the 2025 project of the Heritage Foundation is also required. The most sophisticated, expensive, pre-transition planning made for all two sides. The Inheritance Survey clearly reveals that it will not be enough to be any former Republican. Even if these tariffs cause higher consumer prices, the U.S. should bring tariffs to bring back production. Permanent institutions of family and religion are fundamental for American freedom and common goodness. The president should be able to advance agenda through the bureaucracy without abandonment of unseen federal authorities. Axios told Axios that both 2020 Trump and 2024 Heritage surveys have a common and very special purpose. A graduate Trump's White House told us one of both documents was designed to test the sincerity MAGA identity information and determine that you were a real believer or a real believer. George W. They want see he did not point Bush. There are voltage reports about who speaks for the president of the personnel. However, friction seems to be on administrative control rather than any dispute about the people around the next administration. This executive branch party identity information not as an ideological faction, which is personality cult presidential candidate, but also represents an unprecedented effort to place it on management of people who are chosen on basis merit or experience or expertise. Therefore, it is more